Hey, how's it going, guys? Thought I'd get into some campaigns for North Africa. It's been a while. I've been working on Gas and Bach on Rhine. But I did update my charts a little bit. I added these 3 columns where I can mark down. One is for artillery, armor, what was it again? AT something. It's funny how I forgot. Too much gas in my head. Oh, there it is. Anti-armor combat. There you go. So that's it. Anti-armor. And then close assault. And what I do is, let's say this Panzer II, if it's doing anti-armor, I'll put how many TOs in that. And if they're doing close assault, I'll put how many TOs go in there. And a couple other things. Everything else here is the same, but I did change this. I put fuel CP. So if they move, let's say 10 CP, I know that I take 10 times the 0.2, and it'll give me how much it's spent, and so on. That way I'll keep track of everything. Now I might put down below here total, so I know all of ammo points, or I might do it up in the top for the entire sheet. But that was some changes I made. I'm still playing around with it, but it's been working. But again, before I start on, because I think I'm going to play scenario 1 soon, but I still wanted to just play around with a couple of units on the board. We have 4 Axis units against 3 Allied. So let's do movement and combat. And I'll start with Mileti. Now Mileti, I haven't updated their spreadsheets yet, so they're still based on the old one. But it's still the same. Oh, close enough, I meant to say. And so I'm just looking right now, they don't have any trucks. It's more leg. They only have the top units that are in trucks, the ones with the 10 plus. That means they have trucks with them. The other ones below will be walking. And let me see on Libya. Libyan is also going to be walking as well. So, and they have this. So they have 2 different movement rates. They have the motorized, and then they have walking. However, motorized and walking on sand is the same, 2 per hex. In the trail is half, so I'll just use one of these to handle both. So they'll go 2, 4, 5. So they spend 5. That's both motorized and leg. 2, 4. And they spend 4 both motorized and leg. I think we'll go after the 7th armor. Now, I can go after the 10th. They have enough because they're all motorized. So are they. Let's double check something. Yes, we're actually going to go after the 10th armor. So that's 2, 4, 6. And we'll go 2, 4, 6, 8. Now everybody's in contact, so they're not going anywhere. Well, We're gonna make an attack. Let's spend CP for attacks. So 5, 5. They have to spend 3. And they're gonna be spending 5 and 5 again. So they're spending 3 to defend themselves. And they have 5. And they have 5. Alright, so we're getting into, let's move this like this. Let me get my pencil. We're gonna go into artillery. And we can start up here with artillery. Who's going to be in forward, who's going to be in back position. And then I also want to see who has tanks. So I know Milady has tanks with them. Good. Anti-armor fighting. All right, so we'll put these guys in forward. So we have forward, and he's gonna send 3. He'll send 2. And let me keep this. So that's gonna be 30. So we have 30 coming out, which will be actually 3, because you divide it by 10. And let's see how many artillery we want to fly out of that hex. So we have 9. And the other guy, we have 3. So we got 63 there, and we have 24 is 87. So 87 is going to be, so we got 9 coming out of here, and we have 3 coming out of here, and we're going to go after their infantry. They're going to fire back. If they have enough, maybe they'll go after 2 different hex. Let's see what they have in total. So we have 6, it's 48. And this one here will be 6 as well. 42, so that's 90. And we have 6 again, is 42. And that's 132. So we have 132, which would be 13 points. I can split up 7 and 6, or I can just put 13 points on 1. Let's do 13 points and try to damage this infantry. So again, 3 is coming in here, 8 is coming here. So I'll roll for the 3 first. Milady will roll. 24. And no effect. So Milady does no damage. Second Libya. 61 is going to do something on the 8. We get to pin a unit. So I'll pin them. Now they're firing 13 back. 34. 34 and a 13. They get to pin someone on the second Libya. So they are pinned. Okay, so that's done. Next, do I want to send my tanks in? Remember, I don't know if they have armor or not, so we will send in some tanks. And if they don't have armor, we can fight. Those points will go towards close assault. So Letty has, we will send a 7 for 18, 7, so that's 14. So we have 14 raw power going in, which would be a 1. Let's see. So they don't have any armor. So those 14 points you divide it in half, which becomes a 7. Those 7 raw firepower is going to be now added to close assault. So we're going to do now close assault calculations. So let's fix this. So we have 7 so far from Maletti. 15. Okay. So who else do we want to take in here? So we'll do this. 5, 10, 15. 5 and 10. So that's 32. Then we have 5, 10, 15 again. Another 15. 47. And that is going to be it. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yes, so we have 47. Pretty weak. Raw firepower coming out of here. Let's see how much raw firepower out of these guys. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25. So we have 25 and 9 is 34. So we have 34 coming out of here. So 47, 34 is 81. So we have 81 raw firepower, which will be an 8 going against. Now I know 4th Indian is pretty they have decent numbers. So we have 12 is 24. And what do we have here? 1, 2, 3. 36. Six, 96. So they have 96. So they're going to be a 10. And they're an 8, like I said. So they're going to have a plus, they're going to have 2 shifts for themselves when we do this. All right. All right, let me get this out. So the differential is going to be 2 because of one's at 10, the other one's at 8 in favor of the allies. Terrain does not matter. Next is morale. -2, 0. So allies get another 2. We're going to roll for cohesion. They're both at 0. Let's roll for the 65, nothing happens. We would have to be at 66. And 53, nothing happens. Okay. So last, the two main things is the size. They're both division. So nothing there. And we have to figure out the raw firepower. Is it doubled? Nope, they were 96 and they were 81. So it is not double from any of them. So it is gonna be, so you guys can see, we're gonna be sitting on this. So it's not good for the Italians. Italians are gonna roll first. Ooh, look at that number, 11. So the Italians roll 11. They're probably gonna lose like 30%. Let's see, even more. The Italians lost 40%. And now for, oh, and that was number 2. Those two numbers added to 2. And they're gonna have units captured. 42 for, they lost nothing. So now we had 81. We had 81 of raw firepower. However, they had a unit that was, what do you call it again? Pinned. So we have to get their close assault number, which is 5 times 1 is another 5. So we have 86. You take 40% of 86. That's 34. That's 34.40. You round up to 35. So they have to lose 35 points of close assault value. 35 points. And they also have to lose, you have the 35, which is 17.5, rounded up to 18. So you have to lose 18 vulnerability points of your guns as well. That is severe. And since they lost 30%, they have to take a -3 cohesion hit to their units on top of that. They are devastated right now. So that's where it's going to stand on that. I just want to do a little quick video, and I'll do this off the camera and post it. I'll talk to you guys later.